Hi, Trackham KY here with you, and today we're getting ready to redo a 22 long rifle. It is by Armcorps. I picked this 22 up. I got it for like 40 bucks. It's a little bolt action. It's got a little 10 round mag. It goes with it. I've shot this gun a bunch of times, and as the old saying goes, hit will drive tax. And I got it. I started looking it over and stuff, and it's rough. It's been a work gun, as you want to call it. And you can just see the shape that the stock is in. It's got some major places in it, because we're also going to be doing the barrel. We're going to be taking this gun apart. If you've not seen my videos on the Brownells doing the Mossberg Mavrick 88 with the 18.5 barrel, the link's down in the description. We're going to be doing this the same way. We're going to be stripping it down, getting rid of this broke side off the front of it right here. It doesn't even have a side in the back, which I really don't care about that. Getting rid of the scope off of it, and we're going to be doing a good paint job on this gun right here. We're going to be using true black stain on the stock, and we're also going to be putting some grain highlights in it, like a silverish white, and bring this little fella back to life right here. It's a nice little bolt action. It's all been cleared and stuff before. You know, anytime I bring a gun on to do a video, I always check it and recheck it to make sure it's clear. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the gun off the stock, and what I've got today that I'm going to be working with, sanding the gun. I just went to Walmart and got this right here. This is Gator. It's got like 80, 120, 180, and 220. We got the barrel removed right here, which we will be taking, disassembling, cleaning all this, cleaning up this bolt right here on this rifle as well, in the second part right here, and giving this barrel a whole new makeover. So I'm going to put the barrel away, and then we'll get started on sanding the good old stock right here. Okay guys, I got my 120, and I'm just going to start giving long strokes with the sandpaper. I don't want to sand too much in one place, so I'm just going to take long swipes with it. There's what we're getting so far, and I'm going to go over the whole gun with the 120, and then I'll come back and show you what we got here. Come out, it's still overcast, very humid, and of course rain all day today and the rest of the week. But I've got it pretty much going right now, as you can see. But this is what we got so far. It's looking good. You can see in the areas that needs the tender loving care when it's sanding. I like those spots, which I've been using an 80 in some of the real thick areas, and just lightly go with it with your hand. You're not going to take that much off. All you're doing is getting where the stain has been put on really thick, and just smooth those areas out. Then you can go up with your grain of sandpaper and get everything smoothed back down. So that is what I'm in the process of doing right now. And then when I get it down where it's starting to fade out, then I'll go up to I'll go up to 120 and start working that out. But where it's real glossy and thick, baby. I like getting these little sheets right here. This is Gator. You can pick this up at Walmart. You get 24 sheets. You got 660, 680, 6120, and 6220. I know these are like for a sander and stuff, but they're ideal. You can just like curl them up like this right here, and then you can work with them with your hand really good. Okay, after I sanded it down, and yeah, it took some elbow grease, and I wanted to do a sand job. I didn't want to like use the paint remover and stuff like that. I got it looking really good right now, as you can see. And now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some 80 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to fold it up as so. And then I'm just going to work the whole gun and just give it a good rub down all the way over before I move on and start doing my final touches to it. Just go over everything, just like this right here. You can see how that is pretty much clear of everything. It's got a couple of places in the wood right here that's something probably from the wood itself, from the factory, I don't know. But I don't want to sand that down too hard because I don't want it offset from the other side. So I'm pretty much going to leave that. One thing I wanted to share with you right in here at the top of the stock, you can see I've not sanded that yet. All I do with those is just I'll take a piece of 120 sandpaper like this, and I will just go down that edge really careful and just lightly rub it down. All I'm doing is getting the finish off of it, nothing more. Okay, on this part right here, all I'm doing is taking some 120 grit sandpaper and I'm just lightly going over it. We just want to get that finish off. We don't want to take no wood off of it, and just give it small little strokes back and forth. Then you can just pinch it down and get in the grooves. Get down next to the bottom of it. There you go. You got that cleaned out now. Now we're going to hit it with 120. 120. I'm just going to fold it up. And I'm just going to do long strokes on the stock now. So I've got all the finish off of it. And now I'm just cleaning it up now, what I call it. Just doing long strokes on it. Going up the pistol rip. And we'll come right over here. Up stock. There we go. Now we're going to get some paper towels, and I'll show you how we will lift the grain up. Yes, it's pouring the rain, but I've got my heat gun. I've got my bowl of water right here, and I'm just going to wet it down, then dry it off. I'm just going to wet it down and then run the heat gun over it and raise the grain on it. Now I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm just going to dry it. Okay, we got the stock dried, and you can just see how the grain is risen right here. Now I'm just going to lightly go over it with 120 sandpaper. It's looking pretty good. Now we're going to hit it with 220. Then we're going to wet it back down. We're going to raise that grain back out again. We're going to hit it again with 220 and do a nice smooth sand on it. Then we're going to clean it off and get ready to lay the stain to it. See right there's a little small spot right there. Like I said, this is not an expensive stock. This was on a Armcorp 22, so there'll be little blemishes throughout in it, like the discolored of the wood right in here. But it'll be a nice little 22 to squirrel hunt with, groundhog hunt with, and so on. So let's get ready to hit it with a 220. We got our 220 now. I'm just going to fold it up. Now we're going to get some clean paper towels, wet it back down, and then raise the grain again. Get another sheet of clean 220. There we go. Try to get it in the view for you. Just wipe it down and we'll take it in and getting ready to lay the stain to it. Now after I've wiped all the dust off of it, all I'm going to do now is just give it a good deep wipe down. As you can see what's coming out off of it. I want to get the grain cleaned out. I want to get the dust off of it. And right there we go. We got him ready to stain now. I'm just going to let it dry natural, and then we will put the black stain to it.